Alright y'all, so in this video I just figured I'd go over the AEM nozzle for the water and methanol kits. I've got my kit installed. I've only seen one other video on taking these things apart and putting them back together. I've got two nozzles, and that's mainly because the power I'm looking for, I'm going to need more spray. So, and they include extra, the little pentals or whatever they're called, the little things that deliver the amount of meth that is being delivered. So I've only seen one other video where the guy was talking about the problems with his that he had, and he took it apart. But that's I figured I'd at least go over just to have additional information out there. So anyway, all you're doing, you're pulling this pin out of the nozzle. You may have to press down on this little piece to release some tension. So you press down on that a little bit, pull this piece out, then you will pull this portion out here. And when I take them out, I like to put them in line. Now the instructions say that you may have to put them in the freezer to get them out, or put them back in, whatever the case. So anyway, these are the parts that you've got. I just want to go over this video, have a little bit more close up and a little bit more detailed. But these are the parts you've got. Okay, so you've got your little clip here. I forget all the names of the parts, but in line. And this is the part, the very tip that you'd have to change out. It says it in the directions, but this one is flat on the end. You probably can't see it in the video, but this one's flat on the tip. Here, one has like a little cupped area. And you basically look at the design on this one, which you probably can't see in the camera either. Trying to see if you can see it, but anyway, this one's got a bunch of little star-looking things on there, and a flat tip. This is the 1000cc piece here. I needed all the flow I can get, so I've got two of these. Actually, I'm trying to hit that 1000 horsepower mark if I can. So putting it back together, basically just like so. Well, before I do that, it's basically reverse of the taking it apart, but when you take them all apart, it might be a little bit confusing. So you've got your little screen there with the spring that goes in there. Okay, just put that in like so. And then this piece right here, I'm trying to keep my hands clear. This piece right here would go inside here. Make sure I've got the right one. Okay, nope, I got it upside down. So, well, let me show you this part. You've got this piece right here, where it's got the little rubber or whatever in the heck it is. I guess a valve or something, and that side right there. So this piece right here with the big piece in it, where you can see, you're just putting this inside of it like so. Okay, and this little rubber O-ring, you've got to be careful with it. It has a slit. I can guarantee you're probably not going to see it on camera on this one, but if you can, there is a little recess in there on the one side, and on the other side there is not. Okay, so you've got to be careful with it. You want to have the recessed. If you can see the little, there's like a little bit of a step on this little piece right here. You can probably see that, and that little recess goes over that. Okay, so, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to get it on there. Kind of wish they just sold different nozzles with them already assembled, so I don't have to deal with installation. And my eyesight is getting worse at getting in my old age up there. So anyway, you got to get it right in there. And when I can never get it on there, I can start putting this thing back together. But you want to be careful with this. Okay, I think I got it on there now, God willing. Okay, so it looks like I got it on there. So like so. That goes in there like so. Now, some folks may have a hard time. I know one mention was to put it in the freezer, have the part shrink. I tried that. Didn't really do all that great for me. So all I did was got some WD-40, sprayed it around to kind of lube up the parts, because you don't want to have all these getting caught on the inside and torn. And then I figured I'd be spraying it out after the fact anyway. So all I'm trying to do is lubricate these O-rings here and the other one. So So I'm going to put this in here. Once I get that in there, I can get it to go down in there. Okay, there we go. I think it's going. Okay, and once you get it in, gently put that in there, and then you'll press this back, put pressure there, and then rotate it around until you get your pin back in. And if I can get that sucker to go in there, let me see, I'm gonna flip it over here. Trying to watch to make sure I'm on camera and watching what I'm doing at the same time. So just about there. There we go. And that's it. Now, one other thing it does say is that one thing you can do if you're taking this apart, trying to get all the parts out, that you can use this little pin here to push into the nozzle and knock all your parts out, because you may be knocking it out to try and get those pieces on the inside out. I didn't really have that much of a problem. I just took the pin out and knocked it down like that, and it was fine. But then again, I haven't used this thing yet either, so this is a brand new part. The only thing I had to do was swap the little nozzle side on the inside. So in addition to that, though, I've heard of people having problems with their nozzles. Some people use this no performance. I'll convert to that if I have to, but I'm going to see what I do or how well I do with this one. And if it leaks or whatever the case, then if it leaks out of here where the hose goes in, then yeah, that's his concern. But as far as it leaking out of this side right here, I'm going to use a solenoid, which is on back order right now. Today is, I believe, March 26, 2022. I think that's what the day is. The part's on back order until April 1st, so hopefully I'll have that here soon. I'm not going to even run the setup until I have the solenoid. That's a good safety device to use to keep the fluid, so in case it's leaking out of the nozzle here into your intake pipes or your intercooler pipes, you don't want it filling up with water. So use the solenoid to hook up right before this, as close as you can get to the nozzle to shut off any fluid from getting inside your engine. So see some people complaining about it all the time. My nozzle's leaking and then my engine blew up or whatever. Buy a dang solenoid. They're not that expensive. So definitely a good safety device to use if you're running the meth. So it's going to be new to me. I've been running the 85. I'm assuming that the tuning will probably be close to the same, but I guess we'll be experimenting and maybe videos on down the road. But anyway, just want to get a video there on how that comes apart, how it goes back together. But the instructions are there on AEM. If you need them, you can download them. Just thought I would take it apart because it's a little bit clearer being able to see it in person as opposed to looking at some drawings that may not be very detailed, which it was not for me. I actually had to pull up a video trying to get an idea. But anyway, just throwing my tidbit, my 2 cents out there. So hope that helps somebody. Y'all have a good one.